Hello.
Hello everyone, good evening. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once you guys are able to see. Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to start with the HTML5. But before that, just I'm going to explain you about the what are the required tools to learn these things. Okay. So the person who is not familiar with HTML5, don't worry about that. Like I'm going to explain it from scratch as I promised. I'll explain from scratch. So first thing what you have to do is to write that HTML code. Okay, you need one editor. You can use Notepad, Notepad plus plus. Okay, or the standard way, like in real time, you have to work on like either on Sublime Text or Visual Studio Code, or you need to use Atom. Okay, so here for this course, first I'm going to show you what are those tools actually, the editor actually, not ID, editor. So for this course, I will be using Visual Studio Code, not Visual Studio. Visual Studio Code you have to install. So this one is, if you will see, is like open source editor. You can download it from here, either for Mac OS or Windows or Linux. Okay, you can download as per your uh, operating system, whatever you have in your computer. Okay, you can download. I have already downloaded and installed it. Like post downloading this one, you will be able to simply install. Double click on that, and then post that. You will get one pop up from there. Like simple. If you have installed some software, in the same way you have to install this also. Another one which is you can use, if you are comfortable with that, you can go for Atom text editor. Simply you need to type that. Okay, this one is also free, so you can go for this one. You can download it from here, you can install. Another text editor is, you can use brackets. Okay, and this brackets is maintained by Adobe. Okay, you can use this one also. You can simply download and install this. So these are the editors which you can use. As I said, you can use Notepad or Notepad plus plus, but there you will not get like some IntelliSense. You have to type each and every letter there. Okay, so that is actually very difficult. So you can use these editors and you can install in your system. In case if you don't want to download this, if you want to keep your code online, okay, then for that you have some online editor as well. First one, you can check out codepen.io. Okay, here you can create your account and then you can practice here. You can write your CSS, HTML and JavaScript, and just next to this here, see a start coding option is there, no? So just you need to click here. Based on like your choice, you can change the view as well. Here at the bottom you will be able to see the output, and here you will be writing on the right side HTML, then CSS, JavaScript. Output will appear here. Okay, this is the output window. So you can go for the code pen or stack bleeds. This tool you can use. Okay, so this is also online tool, online editor, where you can write your code. It's taking time to load that one. Okay, see here. the same structure like the Visual Studio Code. I will show you how exactly in Visual Studio Code you will be able to see that as well. So you can write here your HTML code. Okay, so here the file and folder structure will be there. If you will create once here, see we have index.html. If you will create here, you need to actually log in here with your GitHub account. You can log in and post that. You can create your file here. Okay, but for now I will not recommend this one. You can go with the CodePen. Okay, even we have one more online editor, that is JSBin, that also you can use. Here also you can write your code. Okay, and you can practice. See here, HTML tab, CSS tab is also there, JavaScript tab is also there. Just you need to toggle to hide that, and output you will be able to see here whatever you are going to write. Okay, see here immediately. So you can use these tools. The first thing, to write the code. Okay, so first Visual Studio, Atom and Brackets, these three editors are like you have to download and you have to install in your local machine, and then you will be able to write. Okay, but for this CodePen, StackBlades and JSBin, these are the online tools, and whatever code you are going to write, just next to this one here in output window, you will be able to see the output because this is in browser. So in case you are not using online editor, then what you have to use here to display the HTML code. So first you need to install. In this course, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. This is the first thing. And second, whatever HTML code you will write, to display the output, you have to use any one of the browser. Either you can go with the Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge. Okay, so for this course, I will be using Google Chrome only. So these are the two required tools which you have to install in your system. If browser, I think browser will be there, but you can download the latest one. Okay, latest Chrome version. And post installing this Visual Studio Code, you will get this screen, get started. You don't have to do anything here. Simply close this one. Okay, here you will get menu. So the first one here, you have to do what? You will get on the left pane here, this option, extensions. You need to click on this. Okay, and you have to install just two extensions. Okay, just two extensions. You can note down these names, or else if you will get the recorded video from there, you can check out. So first one is live server. Okay, so live server I have already actually installed in my system, you can see. So you need to install it. Simply here you will get one install button. You need to install from there and post that. And why I'm using this live server, you know, because whatever code I will be writing, no, every time I don't have to refresh the browser to see the output. Automatically it will refresh. That's why I'm using here this extension. Another extension here I will be using, that is Prettier. Okay, so this one also I have installed in my system. So this is for just for the indentation, whatever code you will write, no, in this format, indented format, it will appear. So it will look good. Okay, so just these two extensions you have to install. So we are done with this setup. We are done with the tool which is required for this course. Now I'm going to show you how to create a folder. Okay, that I will show you. Either you can go on the desktop or wherever you want to create the folder. Simply right click and you can create here a folder. You can name it like HTML. Okay, file. The first way is like this. You can create from here directly, or from editor also you can do. File. Okay, here you have like option new file, or you can directly open that one, open file. So that one which we have created, that is actually folder. So you have to select this option, open folder. Okay, And from here, you have to go to that particular location. And from there, you have to select that folder. Once you will select that one, okay, you will be able to see that folder. Here, as you can see, we have HTML file. So inside HTML5, again, you can create here one folder. See, you will get this option. What is that? New folder. I'm going to increase this one a bit so you will be able to see. See here, we have this folder icon. If you'll click on this, it will create a new folder, and here itself you have to write the name, but I'm not going to create any folder right now. I will create one simple file. Okay. So here I will create this one, this file. And here I'm simply writing my file inside HTML5 folder. Simply I'm writing my file. So if I will ask you what type of file it is, how how you will be able to identify that? If you have any, tell me, audio file or video file, how actually you identify that?
Type of
With the
extension.
extension. Okay. For identification, every time, for every file, okay, for every file you will have, let's say here you have a file called my file. Okay. If you have extension MP3, you will be able to easily identify that, okay, this is audio file. If you have simply my file dot mp4, means this is a video file. Like that, here we have many extensions just to identify the what type of file it is. Okay, so we have doc file, we have txt file, we have dot jpeg file, we have png file. Many extensions are there just to identify what type of file it is. Okay, so likewise, if you are going to create any html, okay, any html file, then you have to write the proper name, and name should be like meaningful. So simply here I'm going to write what? Here I'm going to click here, right click, rename. I will write here for now index. Okay, an extension will be here. You need to write dot. Either you can write htm. Okay, htm. See, once if you will type htm, automatically that icon is coming. No? So either you can write htm, but that is not recommended. In traditional browser it was supported, now also it is supported, but not recommended. You need to write .html if you are going to create any html file. Okay, so we have created this one, and once if you will create this, at the bottom here you will be able to see what type of file it is. See, here you have that html. Okay, now done. We have created our first web page. If you will save any file with this html extension, and if you will open that one here, see, we have one option. If you will click here, right click, okay, open with live server. Okay, so open with live server, if you will do, browser will automatically open that one. Okay, here see, now we have here one web page. We have here one web page. One second, just I'm keeping all these things side by side. Okay, so here we have this one window right side. I'm going to just collapse this side pane for now. So we have now much space here. So this is a HTML file, but here if you will see, we are not able to see any content because we do not have any content on this page. Okay, now I'm going to write here something. This is my first web page. Okay, here I'm writing this one and just I'm going to save. One thing, if you will observe here, just next to this file name here, we have a dot. If I'm hovering here, we are getting cross. So dot is there means my file is not yet saved, whatever changes I have done yet. Okay, this is my first web page. So for that, see, if I will save, no, if I'll save this one, for now, I'm going to expand this. So you will be able to see here. So if I will save, just observe here, that dot will disappear if I'll save that one. See, so that you can like see if your file is not saved. Now it is saved here. Okay, now it is saved and I need to run this one with a stop live server. First I'm doing open with live server. Again, one new tab will open there. First time I'm going to show you here. So see here, we are able to see some content on the page and we have created our first web page. I have not written here any HTML tag, anything, but how it is working, how you are able to see that one in web page. So just I'm going to show you that. Okay, I will right click here on the page. I will inspect it. Okay, click on inspect. So what will happen here on the right side, you will be able to see one tab called elements. In that you will see the nodes or the tags. So here we are not using any tag, though here whatever text I have written in the browser, that is being appended, you can see inside body tag. So what actually the tags are, that we are going to see here. Okay, that we will start here. Simply I'm going to click this one. See, I'll increase a bit. 1 second. Okay, fine. So now if you will observe here, we have one tag called here HTML. What is exactly HTML tag? What is head? Again, here we have head tag. Here we have body. Again, here we have body. In between, we have that text which we have written. Okay, that you can see here we have that. And here again, we have HTML tag. So we are going to learn about that tag and where to use that. Okay, that we will see now. So simply you can, if you are using window operating system, Windows, then here just you need to right click and inspect. This is the first option, or you can press Ctrl Shift I. Automatically it will open the elements tab. Here we have, this is console. Here you can click elements. So you will get all those tags, whatever you are seeing here, okay, in the document. Okay, so we have created this one. Here we have the normal text. Okay, fine. We are done with the HTML file. We have text. Okay, but when to use tags? Why to use HTML? Okay, so whatever text I'm going to write here, see, just I typed lorem and I pressed here tab. Okay, I pressed here tab and automatically it is giving me a dummy text over here that you can see. Okay, that I'm getting here. Fine. Here we are getting that. Again, we have here another paragraph. I'm saving this one. See here. Again, continuously here we have another paragraph, but here we are not able to identify actually from where to where we have the first paragraph, where to where we have the second paragraph. If you want to show this line in bold, or if you want to show this one in italic form, if you want to show this one in underline form, if you want to show this text in a strike mode, how you are going to show that? Okay, for that we do have tag. We will learn that text formatting tags, but before that I'm going to show you the basic structure of HTML, how actually it will be. Okay, what is the structure, format, what you have to follow. Okay, the first thing you need to write, and that, as I said, if you are typing something no here and pressing just tab, it is giving you the random any paragraph it will give you. Why it is happening? Because of the emit extension. What actually emit is, that I'm going to show you here. Emit, here we have emit extension, which is already installed in this Visual Studio Code, that is built in actually. Okay, if you are using any other text editor, for that you have to install it. If it is supported, simply you need to download this one, and you can check here what are the editors are there which is supporting actually this emit. Here you can go through the documentation. Okay, so here first thing I will show you, and that is emit cheat sheet. So how to use that? Okay, for now I'm just going to open this one. Once I will start typing, I will show you how actually it works. As you have seen just now, just one trick, that if you will type simply lorem and press tab, or here, every time you will get a random paragraph. Okay, every time you will get. So this is just one trick, but we have like lot more things to do with the uh, that emit cheat sheet that I will show you. But before that, what I'm going to do is here, first I will show you how to write the HTML tag first thing. Okay, what you have to do, you have to write HTML first. Okay, HTML, fine. So simply if you are writing HTML, and you're not writing anything else, so then it is known as HTML element. Okay, this is one element. But if you will wrap this one around this angle bracket, then this is known as HTML tag. Okay, then this is known as HTML tag, because it is now wrapped around this angle bracket. Fine. First, what you have to do, whenever you are going to start your web document or the HTML file, you have to start with the HTML tag. This is known as element. If you will wrap inside the angle bracket, then it is known as tag. So this is HTML tag. So in HTML, we do have two different types of tags. Okay, one is, here you will see a kind of container tag. Container tag means always you have to open and close. And another one we will see, that is self-closing tag. Both we are going to see. But here HTML document, when you are starting, you have to also mention where you are closing this one. So same thing you have to write again. Okay. But here one more thing you need to add again. Like this, I'm writing here. Okay. So this one is also same like this, but how to identify where I'm starting the document and where I'm closing? So the name will be same, but here before that HTML element, you need to add one prefix called /. It means here you are closing your HTML document. Okay, that is end of the HTML file. Fine. So this is the main, the root element, the parent element, which you have to write first. HTML opening tag and then closing tag. In between HTML opening and closing tag means this is a parent element, or you can say the root element for any web document. Okay, in between only you have to write anything, whatever text, paragraph you are going to write in between that. But where to write that? So immediate two children will be there. The first one will be head. Okay, and then another children will be body, that you can see here. So head also you will see, here I'm opening and then I'm closing. Okay, here I'm opening body tag and then I'm closing body, means I'm saying, hey, from here to here, these are the head tag part or head part, or from here to here, this is the body part. Just to mention that, okay, you have to clearly write that uh, where you are starting the tag and where you are the closing tag. So here, just to just to identify whether you are opening and closing, as I said, just this forward slash will be the unique thing here. The name will be same, but whenever you are going to close that tag, you have to add one prefix as a forward slash. Okay, two children will be there for HTML. So what you have to write inside head. So whatever you are going to write head inside head, that will be not visible actually here in the viewport. What is viewport? This visible area of the web page browser, which you are able to see here. This is known as viewport. So whatever you are going to write here inside head, that will be not visible. And whatever you will write here inside body, that will be actually visible. So right now, if I will save this one and will refresh it, see here, whatever I have written here inside body, that is visible. If you will write something here in head, that will be also visible. Okay, but that is not meaningful actually. See, okay, that will be also visible here. But here we are not going to pass any information which we want to show actually on the page. So what we have to write here, the first thing, as I said, like some of the tags will be here like opening tag and closing tag. Another thing here we have now self closing tag. Why we have here body tag, opening and closing? Because in between we are going to write something. Here also in between head tag, opening and closing tag, we are going to write something. Okay. Now, first thing here we are going to add, that is meta tag. Okay. Meta tag. So this is a self-closing tag because we do not have anything to write in between like this meta tag. Okay. So we do not have any closing tag for this meta tag. So what is the use of meta tag, that we will see. Okay. Here I'm going to write this one as head. Okay. Inside head only, I'm going to write the meta tag. So the first meta tag you have to pass here as the attribute you need to write. What is attribute? Extra information if you want to pass about any tag, then you have to write attribute. So here we have to write char set, and char set is a attribute name. Value also you have to pass. Char set is equal to what value you have to pass? Here, let's say if I'm passing UTF hyphen 8. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Why it is mandated to write here in document? Let's say if you are developing a multilingual website, okay, any e-commerce website, and you have developed that one for India, but someone is opening that one in China, Japan, or in Middle East. Okay, so for that purpose, like if you want to give a like multilingual support for that particular web page, then you have to use this UTF format. Okay, then only the browser automatically it will be able to convert that into that particular language. Okay, and it will identify what type of text or the language whatever you are providing in the body. For that it is mandate. So UTF stands for Unicode Transformation Format, and 8 is just a notation. Okay, and here it will take 4 bytes. Okay, 4 bytes. In the first byte, I'm going to explain you that as well. What will happen? Let's say here we have this one. Okay, what will happen? In the first byte of the char set, it is going to accept just English language. Okay, in second byte, if you are using any Latin and any Middle East language, like if you are going to use Hebrew or Arabic, okay, If you are using these type of language, these languages will start from right to left. Normally English and Hindi will start from left to right. And in Chinese, traditional Chinese language will start from the top to bottom like this. Okay, so the direction and orientation will be different. And if you want to write those type of words, or the if you are going to use Arabic language or Hebrew or Urdu, then you have to use this type char set UTF-8. Okay, and as I said, for second byte, 2 bytes it will use for Latin and Middle East language. Third byte it is going to use, okay, 3 bytes means I will tell you like what exactly it will do. So it is going to use for the Asian languages like Chinese, Japanese, Korean language. Okay, and the fourth one, we do have some special characters or symbols. If you are using any symbol like sigma, okay, or pi, okay, so these type of special mathematical notation if you are going to use, so that will be also supported even if you are using some emoji in your web page. So if you want to apply these type of languages or any emoji support, any special character support in your web page, then this is mandate to have. And this meta tag should be in the first 20 bits of your code. This should be in the first 28 bits, then only it will work. It means inside head you have to first write this one. Okay, this meta tag charset UTF-8. So this is the mandate, the first one you have to declare here. Now next thing here, what you have to do, next meta tag which you can use, that is that I'm going to write here after this. So another meta tag here we have, that is, let's say, description. So simply you have to write meta, okay, and then name attribute you have to use. Name is equal to, you need to close this one first. Name here you have to use description. Okay, so what description you have to provide here? Description is equal to, and then, sorry, name is equal to description, and then content, next attribute you have to pass here. Content is equal to, you have to give uh, the information about the web page, whatever web page you are going to create. For that particular web page you have to write that information. Okay, here simply I'm going to write, here we are creating our first web page. Okay, next thing what we can do is, two meta tags we have seen. This is the description meta tag which you can use just to provide the information about your web page. This web page is related to what? If you are creating for like any bakery or any food website, then you have to provide that information. So here if you will search that in Google, so Google search engine will be able to read that, okay, and it will index actually that page rank here with the help of this meta tag. So for SEO purpose, means search engine optimization, I'm saying for that purpose also meta tag is mandate. Another thing here, you can write another meta tag here, that is name. I'm going to give here as keywords. Okay, here you have to write keywords, and then again content. So here you have to write the keyword related to your website content. If it is related to your medical website, you have to give some medical terminology here. Or if you have any e-commerce website and you are selling something online, then the keywords you have to write here relative to that prod, product or whatever you are selling. Okay, so here I'm going to write, let's say I'm going to write here simply HTML and CSS3, like that. You can write anything, okay, any keyword relative to your web page. Okay, here I'm going to write ECMAScript, 6, like that. Just one example I'm giving you. So keywords also you can add, and again this is going to help to search the people. If someone is looking for the HTML or anything, any content, then your page will rank in that list. Okay, so for that purpose we do add this meta tag. Okay, the next meta tag here we have, that is for, again I'm going to close this one. Name I'm going to give here as, let's say if you are a company or a service provider, or you can say you are a developer. Okay, so and you want to give some information about you or about your company. Okay, then here we have one attribute value for name. Meta tag name is author, and then in content you can pass information about your company, or if you are an individual developer you can write your name. So simply here I'm going to write my name, Danish. Okay, next meta tag here which we are going to use, that is uh, meta. Okay, and simply here I will use HTTP equivalent. Okay, this is one attribute here. This is a meta attribute, and here I'm going to write x hyphen ua hyphen compatible. Okay, so here I'm going to mention actually what browser at least should be compatible, whatever code I'm going to write here, or whatever, sorry, script or the paragraph or text I'm going to write, in which browser it will be supported. So that I'm going to mention, especially for Internet Explorer. So here I'm going to write now in content attribute that it should be supported at least in Internet Explorer. Okay, Edge, Microsoft Edge. So for that I have written here this. Another thing also we can write here, that is, again we can write another meta tag, and again we can write HTTP equivalent. Here we can write value as refresh. Okay, and here I'm going to write content is equal to 5. So what is the meaning of that? Here if you are writing meta tag HTTP equivalent refresh, okay, 5 means 5 seconds. Automatically on each and every 5 seconds the page is going to refresh. Here see, I'm not refreshing here, my cursor is here, see, automatically it will see, it's refreshing. On every 5 seconds the page is going to refresh automatically. See, it is getting refresh. So for that purpose you can use this. Here I'm going to write some long uh duration here, like 1000 seconds. So it is not going to refresh frequently. So you can use this meta tag. So many meta tags are there. Some viewport meta tag is also there, that I'm not going to cover right now. When I will start about the media queries, then I will show you like what exactly the use of that viewport meta tag. So this is the basic structure you have to write. Okay, and the most important thing here, inside HTML tag you have to mention one attribute. What is attribute? Whenever you are going to provide any extra information about a tag, then you have to use attribute. So here I'm going to use lang attribute, and lang attribute, in that you have to mention the language code. So whatever content I'm going to provide in this web page, that will be in English if you are giving in English. If you are going to pass in some any other language, so then you have to write. For Latin you have Latin code. You can check out here the lang attribute code for each and every language. If you'll explore about that, you will get that. So in this case I'm going to use English language. Okay, I'm going to remove this one. So now you got the basic structure here. First we have HTML opening tag, closing tag. In between we have just two children, head and body. Okay, then for HTML we have lang attribute, means you have to provide the language information, in which language actually you are going to provide the content, which will display here. Next thing, here we have meta tags. So the first meta tag we have added here just for the language support. Okay, multilingual support. Second meta tag we have added for the description of the website. For what we are using here, the keywords, what type of product or whatever you are using, like when you will develop any web page, at the time you have to write the keywords related to your website or product, whatever it is. If you want to provide the information about author or the company who is developing the web page, then you can provide like this. If you want to give like minimal support for the any browser, if you want to if you want to go with the specific browser, you can write like this. If you want to refresh your page frequently, you can use this HTTP equivalent is equal to refresh content 1000, means every automatically if you're opening your web page, automatically it will refresh on 1000 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. Next thing here, we have very important thing that is I'm going to use, and that is title, title tag. Okay. So here we have title tag. I'm opening and closing because in between I'm going to write some content. So if you are developing any web page, you have to write some meaningful name. You have to give some meaningful title, and whatever title you are going to give here, no, in Google search, that will also rank. So here, if I will give some title, it will change the tab name here. Okay. So here I'm going to write, let's say, my first web page. And if I'll save, okay, once I will save this, automatically see here, observe here on this tab. If I'll save, see, the title got changed now, my first web page. So you can change the page title as well. Now, next thing here, the default icon is here. You can see that is web icon. If you want to use some image over there, then what you can do? So for that, here we have HTML5 file. So I can take some image. Let's say here we have project. Inside project, we have image. Guys, please turn off your mic, no? So inside HTML5 folder, I'm going to paste this one. Okay, this image. Here we have this logo to here. Simply, I'm going to type this one as logo. Okay, and this is a PNG file. Close this one. I'm going to open this. We have here, if you will see, if you will see here, we have by default what, a web icon. But if you want to change that icon, or if you want to put your logo over there, what you have to do, simply you have to use one tag called link tag. Okay, and you have to pass here again, this is a self closing tag, because in between we are not going to write anything. We need to pass some extra attribute here. You have to pass the first source. Okay, source means from where you want to get that one. So here, if you will see, if I'll expand here, we have that logo in the same like folder. Okay, same folder. So we can use that logo.png. Now I'm going to save this. Nothing actually happened. Okay, it means we have to provide one extra attribute, means extra information, that is what type of relation it is. So relation here we have to write simply, I'm going to use this image as icon. One sec. Relation link source. One sec. What is not coming? Let me check. One second. Let me check here. Link for fav icon. sorry. Okay, so here we have attribute not source, actually that is href. Okay, so now that's my bad, actually I missed that part. So not source, here we have, if you will see, now we have that logo. Okay, href attribute you have to use, hyper reference. Now, so we have this structure, basic structure, that is fine. Okay, we are able to add the title, we are able to add the like logo for that tab, just to identify on which tab you are. And now the most important thing we have not written yet. Whenever you are writing any HTML code, you have to mention one tag as a first tag, actually, that is doc type HTML. So if you are writing doc type HTML, means this doc type tag is going to tell to the browser that what version I'm going to use of the HTML. So if you are writing simply doc type HTML, it means it will tell to the browser, hey, browser, I'm going to use HTML5 version. Okay, so that is mandate to have, actually. Now we are done with the basic structure. You know what actually doc type is, why HTML tag is required, but why we are going to use tags and what type of language it is and what HTML stands for, that I'm going to show you now. See, simply HTML stands for, if someone is asking actually what exactly HTML is, so HTML stands for hypertext. Okay, hypertext markup language. So what is hypertext and what is markup language? So see, two things are there. Let's say if you are writing simply hello. Okay, hello. So here we have this text hello, and if this text is linked with, you might have seen, like you have visited the Wikipedia site. I'm going to simply open that HTML Wikipedia. Okay, simply I'm going to open this and we'll hide this one for now. Okay, so here you will see, like, there are different types of text are there. So what is the meaning of hypertext? A text here, see, this is in blue color. If I'll click here, it will redirect to some other page. Okay, so if you have a text which is linked with either any other page, okay, any other image, any video file, any downloadable file, then that type of text actually is known as hypertext. Okay, and what is the meaning of markup? If you will observe here, we have this hypertext markup language. This is in bold. So if you want to annotate something, okay, if you want to annotate something, like if you want to display something in bold, okay, if you want to display something in italic form, okay, or emphasized form, like I can show you something here. We have, let's say here we have like heading, okay, in bold. So just to display that in form of like bold, or if you want to display in form of italic, okay, see here we have main article. So this is italic tilde text. Okay, so just to annotate those text, okay, either in bold or strike format, if you want to categorize that, here we have different set of paragraphs. See here we have one paragraph, we have another paragraph again. So like that, if you want to just display in that form, okay, annotated form, then you have to use the markup language. You can mark up. Okay, so for that purpose we use hypertext markup language. The name is, you know now, like why it is hypertext. Hypertext means a text which is linked with any other text or page or any image, any video, okay, which will redirect. Once if you will click, it is going to redirect you to some other page or wherever, whatever link you have given to that particular location. Markup language means just to annotate any text. Okay, we use this markup language. So what type of language it is? It is a markup language. HTML is a markup language, not a programming language. Okay, we are not writing any code here. So always remember, if someone is asking like HTML is a programming language, don't say that it is a programming language. This is a markup language. Just we are annotating here some text and we are displaying on the browser. Okay. So this is all about HTML basic boilerplate, how to write that. But every time, no need to write these many tags. Okay. Each and every tag you do not have to write. Now you have to use emit shortcuts. Okay. There are many ways that you can generate a like a basic boilerplate or a skeleton of HTML. So I have written, if you will see here, these many lines of code. Okay. So what you have to do, the basic thing you have to take here, simply you can write HTML:5. You have to type this HTML:5 and just press tab. Automatically it is going to generate the basic required thing. Okay, the required tag, and directly you can start writing your code. Here we have document, so you can write here my web page. Okay, simply you can change the title. Okay, here we have lang attribute, doc type, meta tag, whatever the required meta tag is there, you can see, no need to remove that. And here in between you can write this is my first web page. Okay, this is my first web page. I'm going to save it. And here we are able to display that text, whatever we have written in between body. So whatever you want to display no, on the page, that you have to write here inside body only. Okay. And whatever you are writing inside head, that will be not visible actually to the web page. This in this area. Okay. Now, first thing you have seen, like if you are typing simply HTML:5, it is working. Okay. Another shortcut key is also there. Just type Shift 1, means exclamation mark, and press tab or enter. Again, it is going to generate the same thing, same skeleton. No need to write each and every tag. Okay. Now you know, you are familiar with what actually the HTML tag, head tag, and body tag. So inside head tag, we do write the title of the page and meta tags. Okay, which will be processed actually by the browser internally, but that will be not visible on the page. If you want to display something, you have to write inside the body tag. Till here, guys, you have any question till here? Or everything is clear? Anyone?
Yeah, what is the second type of HTML:5 and another one is like exclamatory mark, and what is it?
Yeah, exclamation mark. Simply you can write like this. Yeah, exclamation mark and tab. It will
Oh, that's
generate
okay.
the, yeah.
All right.
Any question, guys, here till here?
Hi. Sir, what is a viewport?
That's what I was saying. No, viewport meta tag is
Sir, what is
mainly,
viewport?
yeah, viewport meta tag is here. As I was saying, once I will explain the media query, then I will show you what exactly the use of the viewport. See, if you want to make your website responsive, this meta tag is required. It is mandated to have. Okay. Otherwise, it will work, whatever web page you are going to develop, it will work for the desktop and laptop, and it will not work as expected for the mobile device or smaller devices. For that, we use this meta tag. But I will show you once I will start the media queries. Okay. Don't worry about that.
And sir, X-UA compatible.
That is for like if you want to just to let the browser know that at least this browser should be supported, because in Internet Explorer we have like many older or traditional browser which doesn't support the HTML5 tags. Okay, so for that purpose here I'm saying browser at least should be supported in the internet age, Internet Explorer age, or you can say Microsoft age. That's why I have mentioned here. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, yeah, tell me.
In future, you can teach also SEO friendly website
Where?
in these
Sorry, come
classes.
again.
SEO friendly website you can build in future.
We
You are so teaching.
I can tell you the best practices, but not all the things of the SEO I'm not going to cover. But the
Not
main require
SEO related, but website
the
is
best
SEO
practices.
friendly.
The best
Okay.
practices I can tell you. What tag
Okay.
you supposed to use, then your website performance will be better. And as per the SEO, means those things I'm going to explain. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay.
But
Thank
not
you.
each and everything of SEO. Okay.
Sir, could you please explain the CARSET UTF-8? That time my internet was not working.
Yeah, CARSET UTF-8 is mainly for if you want to develop a multilingual website. Okay. If you want to add some like a special notation in your web page like sigma, root, okay, pi, dollar is okay, fine, that is available on the keyboard. You can simply type. That is that will come under ASCII code only, okay, in 128 character. That is fine. But what if you want to add some Latin character or any German, French, or if you want to add any Middle East language like Hebrew, Arabic, Urdu. So like that, if you want to add in your web page, then this is a mandate to have. Okay, all those character sets are defined in UTF-8. So that's why it is mandate. Otherwise, you might get some problem to convert
Sir,
from one language to another
uh,
language.
will you give the notes of the daily classes, or we can just prepare
You
our own?
have to take the running notes or the recorded video. You can go through. Means if I'm teaching today, tomorrow you will get the recorded video. I'm not giving any notes, specific notes for this.
Good. Hello,
Yeah.
from this side, Anup. Can you please send me those videos to me? Because I am not able to record those things. I think you are recording those things, right?
Yeah, the tech team is recording, and I think they are sending to their email also, your email also. I'm not sure. Like you can check out with them. Like the tech guys are actually recording the videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Means once everything is goes fine, so they are going to provide us, right?
Yes. 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 Every day, whatever I'm teaching, no, next day you will get. I'm not sure post registration they are going to send, or for demo videos they are open to like share that link. I'm not sure about that, but you can check with them.
Okay, fine, fine. Just need to know that, so that's why we asked.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So now we are going to start with the HTML text formatting tags. Okay, what actually the text formatting tags are there, and that I will start. Okay, so simply let's say here we have if I'm going to type simply let's say this is about HTML5. I'm writing like this. Okay, if I'll save, here we are able to see the text. After this, I'm simply going to type here lorem and will press tab. It is giving me what? A like a random paragraph. If I'll save here, see, this is about HTML is here, and immediately after that, this paragraph is starting from here. Okay, so that is actually not good. I have to keep all these things separate. So here in HTML, in HTML5, we do have tag for each and everything. For paragraph, we do have tag to separate just your text or the content. So let's say if you want to make that first one as a heading, okay, heading, this is about HTML5, okay. If you want to make that one heading, so for that we have heading tags from H1 to H6. So simply I'm going to write H1, and as you can see here, we are writing H1 and here we are closing that H1. The name is same, just for the closing tag, we are adding one prefix here, that is /. So in between, I will paste that text now. Okay, in between, I will paste that text. And after that, here I'm going to write again lorem. We'll press tab. We'll save this. Okay. But before saving, I'm going to remove this h1 closing tag just to show you what exactly h1 is. I will save this. So see, each and every take here, the word you are able to see, these text are in bold. Okay, these text are in bold. But here, see, I am not closing. From where to where should be the heading, that I have to mention. No, so if I'm not closing this tag, there's no problem at all. Okay, no problem. But here we are not able to actually limit that. Here, this is about HTML till here only. This is heading, after that a normal paragraph. So for that purpose, you have to close that h1 tag, and you have to tell to the browser, hey, from here to here only h1 tag, and rest thing are a normal paragraph. So now if I'll save, see, this is in bold, and the you can see the font size is a bit bigger, you can say, than this paragraph. So this is the first heading tag. And now you know why the closing tag is required, because if you will not mention the closing tag, browser will get confused from where to where h1 tag is. So you have to tell that from here to here h1 tag means I want to just emphasize, make these words only in bold. Okay. Another thing, here we have, after this h1, let's say here we have h1. Okay, h1, and I'm closing this. In between, I'm going to paste. So h1, here we have another heading text is there, simply, that is h2. Okay, open and close, save here, another heading tag. So h2 is a bit like you can say in font size is a smaller. Okay, likewise we have h3 tag. Okay, this will be a bit smaller than h2. Like that we have till h6. So I'm not going to type each and everything here. What I'm going to do, I'm simply going to write h dollar. Okay, and inside that I'm simply going to write, this is my heading dollar, heading dollar, and simply I'll click here 1 second. Okay, into 6. See, only once I have written this. And why it is happening? Because of emit extension. H dollar, dollar means automatically it will increment the count from 1 to whatever number you are giving. This is my heading dollar, again the count. How many times you want? 6 times. Okay, so automatically it is going to create 6 headings for you. No need to write each and every line. Okay, so that's why I asked you at the time, like just go through this link, docs.emit.io/cheat sheet. Okay, so here you will be able to see like how to create like any tag. Okay, with these shortcuts. Just go through this for HTML. See here, for HTML, we have like shortcuts. You can go through this cheat sheet. Now, here we have 6 tags. What if you are going to create, let's say 12. Okay, so here till h6, that is fine. But after that, see, after that h7, 8, all these things are coming in a normal text format, because these tags are not a valid tags for heading. Okay, these these are getting ignored by the browser. So you can use from H1 to H6 for heading purpose. Whenever you want to give some heading in your web page, okay, then you can write these heading tags. One more thing, in one page previously in SEO, what they were saying, like don't use H1 tag more than one, okay, more than one in your page. But now recently I got one update, okay, from the Google developers that now even if you're writing multiple time H1, there is no impact on SEO. You can write it. Previously, they were recommending not to use H1 tag multiple time, okay, in one page, in one web page, but you can use it for SEO purpose. This will be actually good when you are going to use H1, okay. So these are the heading tags for the HTML, H1, H2, H3, and I'm closing here the same thing. You know why I'm closing? Because I'm telling here to the browser, hey, I'm starting the H3 tag here and I'm closing this one. Means from here to here only this H3 tag is, okay. Now you are able to see the result here. H6 like that, H1 to 6. So these are the 6 heading tags in HTML. Now, after this heading tag, what is this? This is comment in HTML. How to comment? Comment means if you will comment any text that will be not visible on the web page. See here. So how to comment that one? Simply what you have to write, from where to where you want to comment, from where to where you want to skip the text, which you don't want to display on the page. So for that one, what you have to do, simply you have to write this. See, you have to write this less than, exclamation mark, and 2 hyphens just to start. If I'm not closing, it is taking till HTML. So that's why I have to mention here the closing tag also for that comment. And I can simply write dash dash greater than sign, means it will take from here to here and it is going to skip, or you can say ignore. It will not be visible on the page. So you can comment any text, any paragraph, any tag of HTML by using this comment tag. But inside comment, again, here we have one comment. Okay. If you want to write again one comment over here, comment inside comment is not possible. Okay. See here, comment inside comment is not possible, means nested comment is not possible. So that you cannot do. Always remember. So this is nothing but second tag. You can remember this is comment tag. Okay. Now here, let's say if you want to give some information about your tags or whatever content you are starting or writing to the developer, just information if you want to give, then also you can write a comment. Here I'm going to use paragraph tag. Okay. And after that, I can start writing whatever a script I'm going to write here. So here we have, like, let's say here we have lorem, one paragraph. Here we have lorem, another paragraph. If I'll save, are you able to see that these things are like, by seeing you will be able to see, like here we have just one paragraph only, but how many paragraphs here we have in document? 2 paragraphs. Just to make this one like meaningful, what you have to do, you have to wrap these 2 paragraphs in a tag. And what tag we are going to use? That tag name is paragraph. See, first you need to open here, and then from where to where you have the first paragraph, from here to here. So you need to close that paragraph here. Okay, we have first paragraph, and here we have another paragraph. For that, again, you have to open the second paragraph here and you have to close it here. Okay, you have to close it here. So here we have two paragraphs, if you will see. Okay, so if you want to separate any content on the page, you have to use paragraph. If you want to use any paragraph, then you have to use p tag, opening tag and closing tag. Now you know why it is mandate. Like when you are opening, you have to close, means from where to where this paragraph is. That's why it is mandate. Okay. Now you know about the heading tag, what is comment tag, what is paragraph tag. Now I'm going to explain you about one important tag here. Excuse me. Let's see here. This paragraph is starting from here. Okay. And after this paragraph, we have a like gap here between these two paragraphs. But what if intentionally, if you want to break this paragraph from here, hey Alivelu, you are the host. Could you please promote me as a host? I actually got dropped off because of internet issue. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes.
Alivelu, you are the host. Could you please promote me as a host? Thank you. Now I'm sharing my screen again. Yeah. So what I was saying is intentionally, if you excuse me, want to break any paragraph or any sentence, then what tag you have to use? At that time, you have to use one self-closing tag, that is BR. Okay. So here we have BR tag. And here we do not have to use any closing BR closing tag, because from here to here, I don't want to break. From here, I want to break. If you want to break again in new line, again, you can write it. So some people write like this BR tag, or some people write like this self-closing tag. Usually they write like this, but both of them are supported in the HTML5, but the best practice is always write like this BR tag. So what will happen, intentionally, if I'm writing BR tag here, it is breaking that line from here. Okay, that you can see. So whenever you want to break something intentionally, if you want to break any line intentionally, then you can use, let's say the next line I want to break from here, BR tag. See here, it is breaking from here. Okay, then you can use BR tag. Now, another important tag here we have two different paragraphs. What if you want to give a separator in between? Okay, for that one, we can use again a self-closing tag. Here, after this paragraph, I want a horizontal ruler. Okay, HR means horizontal ruler. Simply, if you'll save this one, you will get one ruler in between these two paragraphs. Okay. So this is also a self-closing tag. Self-closing tag means either you can write simply HR or HR forward slash. Okay, HR forward slash. Both of them are supported. But as I said, the best practice is to write HR only. HR stands for horizontal ruler. Okay, now fine. So here we have seen like paragraph tag, heading tags, comment tag, BR tag just to break intentionally something. If you want to break and you want to bring that one in new line, you can use BR tag. If you want to give a separator, okay, in between like some elements, as we have here 2 paragraphs, so you can use HR tag. Now, what if you want to annotate here first 3, or let's say from here to here, these 4 words in bold, if you want to display in bold, then what you have to do, that we are going to see. For that, we have to use B tag, is nothing but bold tag. Okay, you can use this one from here to where, till here. I need to display, okay, I need to display in bold format. Okay, now I'm going to increase the font size a bit. Let me, okay, here we have B tag. Now I'm going to save. So as you can see here, if you'll see, these words are, you can see 4 words are in bold. I'm going to increase a bit the font. See here, these 4 words are in bold format. So just if you want to make something bold in your paragraph and wherever you want to use, you can go with the B tag, but this is not recommended. Okay, if you are using bold tag, that will not rank actually in like Google search engine will not able to identify actually whether it is an emphasized text or a bold text. Okay, then what you have to use instead, we will see that. Now, instead of that, we can use simply the new tag they have introduced in HTML5, that is a strong tag. So from here to here, so a strong open tag from here to here, I want these text, means these 2 words in bold format. So see here, it is behaving the same way that you can see. A strong tag is also making these 2 words bold, and this one also making these words bold, excuse me. But the main difference is this one is the new tag you supposed to use, and if you're using this one, Google search engine or a screen reader will be able to understand what actually this strong tag is. Okay, so always this one is recommended if you want to make any text bold. Okay, now next thing, now we know how to make something bold or strong. If you want to make any text italic, okay, or tilde text, inclined text, then what tag you have to use? So in HTML4, they were using I tag, italic tag. Okay, so from here to here, I want to make these words italic. I will save. So see here, if you will able to identify, able to observe here, see, these 4 words are inclined. Okay, 14 degree actually it will be, but it depends on different font. The angle will be different. Okay, so right now you can see these texts are italic, but again, this one is deprecated. It is supported in HTML5, but that is not recommended. Okay, so in HTML5 they have introduced new tag called em tag, or you can say emphasized tag. Okay, emphasized tag. So from here to, let's say here, I want to make text italic. So see here, it is working from here to here, it is italic. See, working in the same way, but the difference is a screen reader. When it will read, it will be able to identify, okay, here these texts are emphasized. So whenever your screen reader, if you are using any accessibility tool, and if it is reading your text on the web page, so that also going to emphasize, okay, they will actually stress on those words, whatever in bold format or in italic or emphasized format. Okay, so for that reason, I'm saying don't use italic tag, use emphasized tag. Okay, now we know how to make something like some text bold or italic. Now, what if you want to make something like some text underline? Then simply I'm going to use here again, I will keep here one HR tag just to put a separator. We'll take a new paragraph, P and tab. Automatically it will create one paragraph. In between, again, I'm going to write lorem. It will generate here what? A new paragraph. Okay. Now here, if I want to make these words like underline, if I want to underline this text, what we have to do? Excuse me. So for that one, again, you can use here U tag. Okay, U tag means underline tag. Open here and simply I'm going to close here. So see here, these three words are now underlined. Okay, but again, this is not recommended. Okay, in HTML5 they have introduced new tag called, don't try to by heart each and everything. Okay, INS tag. Okay, so simply you can take this one from here to here. I want to underline something. Just for the screen reader, you have to use INS tag, means insert tag. So see, both of them are working. Visually it is same, but when a screen reader will read, no, then it will be able to identify whether this text is underlined or what. So this one is recommended. Insert tag is recommended. That is the new one. Okay, that you can use. Again,
Is it deprecated in HTML5? Underline U tag.
sorry, come again.
The U tag is still, can we use, or it is deprecated?
No, we can use. That's what I'm saying. As
Okay,
you can
sorry.
see, it is supported. But
Okay.
for the best practice, I'm saying if you are working for any US website, so there actually many people are differently abled. Okay, so you have to make use of the accessibility tags. Okay, you have to make sure like whenever you are developing any website, that should be accessible. So differently abled person should be also able to access that website. Okay, by
Thank you.
using a screen readers. So
Yeah, got it.
that's why it is actually recommended to use these tags. So a screen reader will be able to understand what actually it is. Okay, so now again I'm going to create another paragraph. Here we have another paragraph. What if you want to strike out some text? Okay, let's say you might have seen in the websites like e-commerce websites. So initial price was like, let's say $199, but now it is just available in $10. So they will strike out the previous text. Okay, and then they will show you the new text instead. So like that, if you want to strike out something, so here from here to here, if you want to strike, so simply you can use, okay, S tag. What you can use? S tag. From here to here. And see, it is simply striking out here, these three words. But this one also again, not recommended. You can use another one, that is in interview, they might ask you, that's why I'm explaining these things. We have strike, and you can see the editor itself is saying that this one is deprecated, so not use this one. Okay, see, this is also working, but this one is deprecated, so don't use this. Don't use S tag, don't use a strike tag. Instead, in HTML5 they have introduced the new tag, that is del, nothing but delete tag. Okay, so simply you can use this one. See, it is working the same way. Okay, that you can see here. Where is that del? And here I need to write that closing tag. Okay, so it is working, as you can see. So you can make use of these like annotation tag just to like make any text bolder or italic, or if you want to make underline, or if you want to strike out. Okay, so these things you can do. So there are many like text formatting tags which I will start in tomorrow's session. Okay, for today we are done. Tomorrow we'll start with the another tags which are available in the text formatting tags. Okay, if you have any question you can ask till here.
Can you please explain again the comment one?
Which one? Sorry.
Comment. No, we can comment, right?
Yeah. So what is your doubt here?
Now how to get that?
Simply less than sign like this, as you write no, this angle bracket, you have to write like this only. So as we write any tag, simply you have to start with this less than symbol, then exclamation mark and two hyphens. Okay, and you have to close it with hyphen again greater than sign. In between whatever you will write no, that will be not visible on the page. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yep. Any other question, guys?
Comment. What is the
Sir,
use?
yeah, please go ahead. What is the use of
Comment tags, sir.
comment tag? See, if you want to just let's say you have an existing website, okay, and if you want to remove something, and but you don't want to delete that one permanently, just to refer that like later if you want to come in that website and you want to see what exactly the content was there, so you can comment there and you can leave like that. First use case, you can comment and that will be not visible. Another thing here, like whenever you are starting a new section, let's say once if you are going to develop any website, you have navigation, you have header section, you have services section, you have our customer support section. So in every in the beginning of every section you can give a comment like here, header section is going to start from here, okay, and here ending. So like that, every time you can comment. So the developer will be able to understand, okay, this code is here for the header part. So they will be able to like debug it in case if they want to change something in that page. So main use of that comment tag, I'm saying in real time, you can do that. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the difference between B tag and strong tag?
As I said, both of them will work. Like if you want to make some text as a bold, both of them will work. Like visually, if you'll see, B tag is also working like the strong tag, but this one is deprecated, you can say. Still it is supported in the newer browser, but whenever you are going to work with the accessibility support and if you want to make your web page accessible, then a screen reader will not able to identify this bold tag. They will understand a strong tag. That's why I'm saying always use the latest tag which they have released in like HTML5 version. A strong tag you can use.
Sir, difference between
Okay.
head and meta. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I was saying like I started slowly because so many people are here new to the HTML and CSS things.
The
So
difference between head and meta.
sorry, head and meta.
Yes, sir.
See, head is the you can say main thing is root element, as I said, HTML. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Let me share. The root element always will be the HTML, and we have just two parts of the HTML inside that, two children. First one will be head, another one will be body. Whatever content you want to display on the page, that will go inside body, and whatever the metadata means information about that page you want to provide, that will go inside the head. Okay, let's say if you are thinking something and in front of you someone is there, whatever you are thinking, until and unless you are not going to tell your friend or whoever is in front of you, they won't be able to understand what actually you are thinking. They won't be able to know like what exactly you are thinking, like that. So here we are just providing this information to the browser. They are able to understand, they are processing internally, but user are not able to see what exactly browser is doing internally. So all those necessary information means metadata you are going to provide inside head. So head is that container which contains meta tag, or you can say the metadata information, title, link, script. So many things are there which we will learn. This is the first day. That's why I have explained the basic things only. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Any other way? Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello.
Sir, other way to
How we
use.
can know
One by
how
one,
many
please. One
meta
by one,
tags?
please. There are many,
How
but
many
the
meta?
see, there are
How we
many
can decide the number?
in numbers.
Not numbers. Which meta tag has to include in our website? How we can decide?
Yeah, see, basically, that's what I said. No, first, the mandate thing I'm saying, meta char set you need to add. Okay, if you want to make responsive website, you need to add this viewport. This is mandate. These two things are there. If you want to make your website compatible in all the browsers, okay, then go with the like HTTP equivalent, and IE is equal to Edge. Now, after that, everything is optional. If you want to provide description of your web page, then use meta tag description. If you want to provide author details, then only use author meta tag. If you want to provide the keywords, then only go with the keywords meta tag. But these two things are important. Always remember this meta tag char set and meta viewport. These two are important.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Sir, what is the keywords and author meta tag?
Author meta tag, as I said, you need to provide information about like the firm or the company, you can say the organization who are developing that web page. You can pass information about them there. Okay, in author meta tag.
Okay,
In
sir. And
description,
keyword?
keyword means related to your web page. As I said, no, like if you are developing a e-commerce website and if you want to rank your page in the Google search, okay, then you have to give a certain keyword. If people are going to search for, let's say, uh, for any product like watch or mobile phone, and you are giving a keyword in your website like mobile phone, if you are going with a specific like headphone, like Boat headphone only you are selling, you can say Boat headphone. So once if user will search for those keywords, no, your web page will also rank in that search. For
Okay,
that
sir.
purpose we use keyword meta tag.
And description?
Description is all about your web page details. What means if you are developing as I said like any website related to that, description you have to provide here. Okay,
Oh, okay, sir.
this
And
is
sir,
about the what.
When
is doc type is necessary?
Yes, it is mandate actually. If browser will, if you will not give, then also content and everything will be visible. But just to understand to the browser like what version you are using, if you're not using this doc type and you are using some latest tags, So some browser will not will be able to interpret or render that means correctly. Okay, so you have to mention this doc type just to understand the browser, what version of HTML you are using.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yep, no problem.
Yes,
Sir,
sir, I
what
have
is
a
the use
question.
of content? Why we have to write there with the device, all those
Yeah,
things, sir?
about this, just about this meta tag. See, I'm gonna show you now if you want. In case, as I said, if you are trying to develop like responsive website, okay, so we will have a different viewport. Right now here we have this viewport. If I'll expand, it will suddenly it will change. As you can see, if you will go to the mobile, see here we have this layout. If you'll go for the Nexus, we have different viewport. If you'll go for the Pixel 4, we have different viewport. A screen width size is different. Okay. And resolution will be also different. So whenever you are switching from the desktop to mobile version, that will not work if you are not gonna use this viewport meta tag. We will learn like about this meta tag in deep once we will start the media queries, once we will start making our web page responsive. Okay, for that purpose here, sorry, go ahead.
Sir, this is automatically set according to mobile and desktop screen.
Yeah, automatically, because initial scale you will see here,
Yes.
initial scale is 1.0. If I'll make this one 2.0, no, let's say here we have 2.0, and simply if I'm refreshing here, we'll come here, see how the text is. So here we have a scroll. The mobile screen will not be able to consume that text here, because the format is, if you can see here, it is scaling twice as per its width. So that's why initial scale we have to keep always what? 1.0.
Yes.
So as per the different device, if you switch even from the desktop device to mobile device, it will occupy that viewport width only. So that's why it is recommended. But we will learn more about that once we will dive into that media query topic. Okay, don't worry about that.
Sir, can you use comment tag in other ways like underline insert tag?
Wherever you want, you can. Wherever you want, you can. Let's say here I'm going to copy this. Okay. And here in between somewhere, if I'll use this, so whatever I'm writing, no, here in between this comment tag, that will not appear actually in the web page. Where I'm in the first paragraph. I'm writing these many text in between. Okay. But that will not appear on the page. You can write anywhere, wherever you want.
But
Okay.
sir, yes, but sir, we can we use comment tag in other ways like underline U between tag and ins like insert tag other ways, मतलब slash star mark slash forward slash.
No, that is not supported here. That you can use in CSS. We will see that. Generally, I got you. Like you are asking whether we can write like this, like as we use in Java or C++, like that. No.
Yes.
No. Here we cannot use that, because that is not a valid comment. See here. If you'll write like this, that will also come here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See. Yeah, that is not supported here. That will support actually in CSS. We will see that. Okay.
Sir, will you share class notes in Google Classroom?
In Google Classroom, you will get these files. Okay, whatever I'm like creating here, and you will get recorded video as well. I'm not providing any notes, but I will give you the reference book. You can go through the articles, whatever I'm teaching, as I said yesterday. That
Dhanush,
will be, yeah.
will you give any assignment questions?
Yes, I will give, but not today. At least if I'll complete 3 or 4 sessions, then only.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you're not familiar with the tags, today only I have started, and today only if I'll ask you to do something, that is not good actually.
Yeah, I'm asking about after 2-3 classes.
Yeah, after 2-3 sessions, once I will feel like you are comfortable with this, then only I'll give the assignment.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question, guys? If you have, you can ask.
Is Emmet specific to VSO, or we can use in any other
See,
application?
yeah, that's what I was saying. Emmet, once if you will open, no, so it comes with Visual Studio Code, like that is embedded, already
Oh,
installed. But
got
if you are using Sublime Text, if you are using brackets, if you're using Atoms, for that one, what you have to do, you have to download that particular extension from there. They will actually show you over there, like this extension you can download for Atom editor or brackets editor or Sublime, that you
Thank
can.
you. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any other question, guys, if you have?
Like every time in this session, like it is mentioned that this is the best practice. Like what happens if we don't follow the best practices, how it is going to impact?
See, first thing will be the performance issue. Okay. If you
Okay.
are not doing something as per the recommended way, the way browser been implemented actually, so then your performance will be also slow, and as you are expecting that my page will rank in the Google search, it will come first, it will not work. So for that one, once I'm done with the HTML session, no, at the end of the session of HTML, I'm saying I will show you how to validate, because in HTML, if you are going to do some mistake, it is not going to tell you, like yell out like, hey, here you are doing this mistake, you're not supposed to do this. So for that, we do have validator also, where it will show you errors as well as warnings. You can validate there. I will show you that as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please provide definition in written mode, sir.
Definition, see, here I'm targeting those persons like mainly who are going for the interview, who are the freshers, and who are the working professional. Even if you are a beginner, you can make your own note, whatever I'm explaining, no, whatever question you are asking,
Yes.
I'm replying you on that, no. So you can make your own note in your own words. So that will be actually good.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So do you recommend to learn SEO also to the people who work as a web developer?
I do, but for now, as a beginner, I won't recommend actually, because the
Yes.
first thing we need to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Once we are comfortable with that,
Okay.
then we can go for, like right now you're not familiar with the meta tags, let's say.
Yes.
And if someone will ask you to like add open graph meta tag, you will get confused what actually it is. So that's why, at least once if you will be familiar with this, no, then you can do whatever you want to.
No, actually, I just would like to know, because you mentioned SEO. So
Yeah.
how important it is? Do we also learn that thing? That's
It
why.
is important if you are developing any e-commerce website. Otherwise, like that is not mandate, but SEO and SEO is mainly used for, like, as I said, for this search engine, and another thing for performance also. So we supposed to learn. We supposed to learn the
I'm
best
from
practice.
SEO, so
Yeah.
there is no any use of SEO in this HTML and CSS.
Yeah, so see, but the
Yeah.
best practices for performance we can do, like what is the best for the performance.
Yeah. After we getting the knowledge into HTML and CSS, automatically we can get an idea into SEO. No worries about it right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, sir. This is a general question because I just joined today. So, what is the timings of the classes? Is this
It will be
class?
9 to 10:30 or max 11. Means sometimes as yesterday I said like I will take 2 hours session also, because
Okay.
I used to take 10 to 15 minutes last. The question answer session will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Sir,
So
but
okay.
for best practices, I think sir, a Notepad is the best editor for us.
No, I won't recommend. Actually, most of the people use Notepad plus also. But
Yes.
I would suggest, see, in real time, you are not going to work in Notepad, no? So why to use Notepad? You are not in college right now. You're not learning these things just to pass exams, isn't it? So in real time, you are going to work on Visual Studio Code or in Sublime Text. So whatever code editor you are comfortable with right now, I would say the people who are using in real time in real industry, that editor only you use. So you will be comfortable actually when you are writing your real code.
Right, sir.
Yep. Okay, guys, then we can wrap up for the day. Tomorrow we will connect again.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you, everyone.